All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, I was just told the guys, just really proud of them, and it's more than just the basketball game. It's we got our hearts broken on Saturday as a team, as a staff, and all the players, and for us to bounce back like that, but to see their resilience and the way that even Saturday night, just the texts that were going around, and Monday, Tuesday, just the work that went into getting themselves ready, and then to put on a performance where in all three phases that we care about: defend, rebound, take care of the ball. Had some turnovers down the stretch there, but we did a really good job. So just real proud of the guys for this effort, and to have what I think is one of our better performances of the year.
Questions?
Chris, Coach, deflating loss last weekend. Maybe your most encouraging outing so far this season here tonight. Just on a team group morale level, how important was tonight?
I think just because it was such a team, it was a great team effort. I was able to name off like 6 guys. Roar didn't miss a shot. Rikus had another double-double. Christian, I thought, had his best floor game of the year for all 40 minutes. Day did a lot there, and he shut down number 0, who was I thought was their best player coming into the game. And then Akira when Abbas stepped up and had a great rebounding game for them at their position. We needed to dominate the rebounding at the 4 position. So just so many contributors. And then Kingston Price he has 3 points and 2 assists and does a great job in 14 minutes out there. So just a full team effort, and love it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian, it feels like you guys haven't had one of those kind of workman-like, just kind of go out there, take care of business performances this year. How important is it for you to kind of get one of those in a game like this?
We just keep each other confidence high. We just try to take it day by day. It starts with practice, so I feel like once we do a good job in practice and we get each other going, I feel like it's going to translate to the game, and today it did.
Christian?
I just feel like we know what we got to do to close out games, and me and Dede, we just haven't done that, at least last game, and a couple of games before that, like Iona, and we just knew what we had to do today to close it out for this one.
This is similarly today to against Holy Cross when around 12 minutes left, 15, 20-point lead, but today obviously you guys held on. What do you guys think was the difference?
More urgency. Like against Holy Cross, we got comfortable. We thought it was gonna be like Albany, where we just smacked them again, but they came out and punched us in the mouth. So we just knew what we had to do today, so not see that happen again.
Obviously, you guys talked about practice, but what does the actual couple days look like mentally for you after going through a game like that? How do you recover from that and focus your attention for the next game? What are the things you're telling each other?
Well, it was very confrontational. There was a lot of honesty, transparency. There was the longest film session of the year on Monday morning. 53 minutes, right here. And we watched the last 4.5 minutes together. And it was hard, and there was a lot of accountability, even on my part. A couple play calls that weren't exactly what we were looking for there. And then challenge these 2 guys in that film session, so the whole team understands that Christian and Dede, it's your job, it's our job, but really it's your guys' job to close the game, and here's how we're going to do it. But some of the practices got a little gritty and confrontational, and I definitely was challenging these guys all the way up until yesterday. But then these guys drilled shoot around, and to be honest, they drilled the Holy Cross shoot around. And I was fully expecting the preparation that showed up against Holy Cross, and they drilled this morning shoot around, and then we saw the preparation show up. But it was confrontational, and that's what it is. It's a family, and to be honest, I think we need that because we've been together for 7 months now. That's it, And so this is a family, and there's ups and downs, and that's the reality of life, for any of us who have families. So, and even in this Fordham basketball family, we're going to need some of those, and to figure out how to deal with that as humans and relate in our relationship. So, I'm just real proud of these guys.
You guys have your first Battle of the Bronx coming up. Dede, obviously, you've been in a rivalry with Manhattan before, but how excited are you guys to kind of be part of this rivalry?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Any of you?
I'm very excited. I played these guys 3 times last year in the span of 2 weeks. So I know what the game is going to be about. It's going to be a dogfight. They play hard for the whole 40 minutes. It's not a possession that they take off. So that's what we just got to bring to the table. Just play hard the whole 40 minutes, match the intensity, and just being a dog the whole 40 minutes.
Dede, 5 assists for you tonight out of a total team 15. How would you evaluate your team's spacing and ball movement tonight in comparison to what you guys want it to be throughout the season?
We just keep attacking film hard. Everybody getting film separate. Like, it's not all just team film, that's it. But, like, at least hit the film hard. Everybody knows that, like, me and Chris like to drive, so spacing out and peeling behind is going to be open for us, and today it definitely was.
Hey, Coach, I don't think we got a game where these two played simultaneously as well as they did tonight. Obviously, Christian and Dejour really good tonight. When those two are really good at the same time, what does that do for the value of this team?
Man, it makes my job really easy. It really does. It's just putting them in the right spots. That's why that film session was great, because we're all learning together and we're all trying to get, it was about alignment. That was the goal of the film session. It's like, let's all understand, here's what we're doing the last 3.5 minutes in this situation. Here's why we call this play. If they're pressing like they were today and Dejour has the ball in his hands, that's okay, Christian, you can play the off guard, and here's what we're calling in that situation. So it's really just all us understanding and getting on the same page. I really believe in that. Alignment and organization offensively is the #1 priority, so that everybody knows what spots are being in and you get used to that spacing. But it just, they got it. And I've been fortunate to have great point guards my whole head coaching career, and these are two really good ones. And if they start to continue to get aligned and get real comfortable, it's just you have a two-headed monster, a two-headed attack, and we're not talking about it. We got great players elsewhere, but these guys can really get the job done down the stretch.
Yeah, and Christian, you did a really good job in the second half from the free throw line specifically. We know you've had your trials and tribulations there this year. Does your game change from a confidence level or just in general when you feel really confident at the line specifically?
Yeah, I feel way better when I'm making free throws, because that's like right now like the only downfall I would say like I'm having right now, because I usually make them. But when it starts clicking, it's just gonna open up everything, because then people gonna stop trying to foul me. I guess that's what they was trying to do in the second half. So.
To kind of expand on that, Christian, you were fouled 8 times tonight, more than twice anybody in the whole game. Could you talk about how you kind of respond to such physicality like that?
That's just how I play. Like, I want to be physical with everybody, and people like to be physical with me, and I know how to draw fouls. Like, so if they just gonna keep doing it, I'm just gonna keep making them foul me. As long as the rest keep calling them.
Anything else?
Coach, I know you mentioned obviously having an analytical approach and trying to optimize lines, finding the right utilization. As the roster become more condensed with injury and attrition, how do you feel like that's going to start to formulate itself in these last few games, and particularly tonight, just trying to find the right guys to put alongside Dejour and Christian in particular?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I want everybody back. Yeah, I want that. I want to get healthy. We need everybody. You just never know when you're going to need a Ryan Pettis for his defensive prowess, or hopefully we get Jack back, and then that size, and now you get to play a little more smash mouth. And Louis, Louis is just a connector and really understands our defense and is always in the right spot. We're our best defensive lineup when Louis Lesmond is in the game. So, we're studying it all. It's still a little early. Now there's enough data to really look at it. Analytically, looking at that last 4 minutes of last game even, I was just like, could have called certain plays that I know were very successful in and whatnot. But listen, the other team's trying to stop it, and they're really good at, they're competing too. So they're putting guys in certain positions to stop what we're trying to do. But we want everybody healthy, and it just makes us more versatile and gives us a better shot.
Anything else? All right, great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.